Hello, my name is Kelly Ryan and I'm a water quality supervisor here at Virginia American Water. As a water utility, it is our job to treat water from nearby rivers and make it safe for you to drink. Today we'll be discussing watersheds, what a watershed is, what kinds of things you might find in a watershed, different types of pollution in watersheds, and things we can do to help keep our watersheds healthy. First things first, what is a watershed? A watershed is an area of land that drains into a particular body of water. Bodies of water include things like rivers, lakes, streams, and oceans. Watersheds can vary in size depending on the water body. Alexandria is in the Potomac River watershed. The Occoquan River flows into the Potomac River, which then flows into the Chesapeake Bay. The Chesapeake Bay watershed consists of 6 states, 64,000 square miles, and 18 million people. That many people and places making up a watershed can lead to lots of water pollution, but it doesn't have to be that way. We will discuss the types of water pollution there are and ways you can help manage the pollution of our watersheds. There are 2 different types of water pollution. Pollution that flows from pipes or comes from specific points are called point source pollutions. Examples are industrial factories that may elicit discharges that aren't normal or they don't treat their streams. There's the sewage treatment plant that could have an overflow event where that water will overflow into the nearby stream. And then there's also the storm sewer pipes that you see in your neighborhood that all of the water, when it rains, goes straight down into the stream. The second type of water pollution is called non-point source pollution. Non-point source pollution typically comes from runoff or drainage after a rain event. These can include things like construction sites where they've pulled up the soil and not put down any silt fences. This can be plowed farmland. This can also be where deforestation has happened and nothing's been planted in its place. This can also be herbicides and pesticides that are used in your lawn. Let's take a look and see what happens to all this pollution when it rains. See how all of the non-point source can sometimes run into a point source? So that those storm drains in your neighborhood is very important. Not pollute in your yards or on your street because it does run to the streams. Do you see it picking up the soil and contaminants and carrying them to the water body? Would you want to drink water from, swim, or even eat fish from a lake that looked like this? Probably not. As a water utility, polluted waters like this make our job to clean up and make the water drinkable much more difficult. Here are some ways that water pollution can be prevented. Construction sites can install silt fences to hold the soil on the construction sites. Plant vegetations to hold soil in places on stream banks or after trees are cut down. Do not use as much pesticides or fertilizers on golf courses and lawns. When too much is used, it's not absorbed by the plants and is carried off into the water body. Reduce herbicide use on farms and in your garden. Maintain cars and tractors so they won't leak oil. Pick up after your pets. Picking up trash. Everyone plays a role in reducing water pollution, yes, even you. In this exercise, we can just pull the plug out of our water body and start over. But in the real watershed, we can't do that. So we need everyone's help to reduce pollution in your watershed. Remember, we all live downstream. Everything you do affects everyone and everything living downstream of you. If you throw a piece of trash on the ground here near the Potomac River, there's a good chance it's going to end up far away in the ocean one day. Thank you for joining us today to learn a little bit about your watershed. See you soon.